Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Dawson, and in this video, we're going to be talking about a Reddit post I ran across yesterday. This is going to be a little bit different video, but this post was basically claiming that Cardano does not have USDT and USDC because they are capable of censoring transactions. Okay, so we're going to dive into this post. There's two sides to this, really. The claim is true that the EVM style tokens can censor transactions, but we're also going to look at the other side of the argument where Cardano would bring these on-chain, and Cardano does have the ability to do censor tokens that can censor transactions, but it would require some more difficulties behind the scenes, behind in the logic of the code that's currently not being used. Okay, so we're going to dive into this post, show you. I just want to look at it from an informative viewpoint because it's like just a very, very interesting topic that's coming up. So we're just going to look at it and dive into both sides and the comments of what people are saying on each side. This right here is the post I was talking about. Cardano does not have USDT, USDC because it adheres to the principles of decentralization at protocol design level and doesn't allow censorship of transactions. Okay. This post is on Reddit, cryptocurrency subreddit. If you're not a part of that community and you want to join, feel free to do so. There's a lot of cool things you can do on it, like earn crypto. You can earn some avatars. I've earned 2 avatars and about probably right now $100 worth of crypto at the current price. So really fun. I enjoy it. Just be careful. A lot of opinions, a lot of scammers, all that stuff, right? To get into the too long don't read of what this person's initial post is saying, let's scroll right here. This part right here. Basically, they're saying that USDT and USDC are only they can only be minted on chains that comply with regulations, which was why they're not on Cardano. Okay, that's their claim. The second thing that they're saying is that because these stable coins have the ability to be censored and are centralized, that it's dangerous. They can lock and take people's funds, and it's really goes against the point of crypto. They're saying that Cardano doesn't have these because our blockchain doesn't meet regulation requirements, and that owners are in full control of tokens on Cardano. Okay. To close this post out, they claim that EVM token issuers have the ability to put whatever they want in their smart contracts, which can be things like censorship or blacklisting. But Cardano doesn't have these, and it's unable to censor transactions because the tokens that are minted have the same properties as ADA coins. It's saying like no smart contracts needed to mint a Cardano token. Issuers define the minting policy, and then no one can change that policy after the token has been minted. So once it's in your control, nothing can happen to it. Okay, that's the current situation of basically what happens where the owners are in full control of their tokens and a token issuer has no ability to change that. Okay, so that's this person's argument. They're basically saying that Cardano versus EVM has tokens that are minted with a smart contract, and anything can be in that smart contract, anything from full censorship to no censorship at all, full decentralization to full centralization, right? Then they're saying that Cardano uses, it doesn't use a smart contract to mint these native tokens. And when you mint a token, no issuer can change what's inside of that token after it's minted and sent off to the user. So the user is verifiably safe because nothing can happen to them after that mint has happened and they receive their tokens. The arguments, which we're going to get into now in the comments, kind of show both sides of this. The first argument, which is a great one, is that EVM is not inherently censored. Okay, so Ethereum, EVM smart contracts have the ability to have no censorship. They can be fully decentralized, and most of them probably are fully decentralized, no, without people trying to censor others and do malicious things. There's only a small few cases of people trying to do this. So it's not really super fair to say that EVM is, censored and Cardano is not. EVM has the ability to be censored and non-censored for both scenarios of regulation and non-regulation. Cardano just currently only has no censorship. Okay, so that's the first one. The second argument that we have here is that Cardano does have the ability to have like asset freezes and restrictions. They're just not like super implemented yet. So in the Cardano documentations, we have Atla, we have Plutus scripting where if you mint a token using a Plutus script, you can implement these things into a crypto-backed stablecoin. Okay. Currently, though, another comment here says they don't even know if it's possible to mint a token with a Plutus script. So we have this possibility. It has a plan to be there, but it's not currently in use. So technically, the first argument kind of still holds up in that yes, we don't have it because we just don't have it yet, but it's not going to be out of the picture that it won't be possible in the future. Okay. Basically, what that whole long post is talking about is like kind of what we have in crypto is like this backwards argument of two people arguing over the same thing that means the same thing. So basically, my conclusion of it is yes, currently Cardano does not have, censorship on native assets and won't have censorship on native tokens. The thing is that as we grow, we're going to have to be regulation compliant in some things, probably. So with Plutus scripts and Plutus tokens and all the new developments and new ways, there will probably become a way where we have censorship and, transaction freezing and stuff in some certain types of stablecoins and certain types of tokens. So it's something to watch out for. On the Ethereum side, they do have censorship in their tokens and some of their stable coins and stuff like that. It's an option for EVM smart contracts, but not every token has it. So I think this just comes down to another argument of Chevy versus Ford, Burger King versus McDonald's, Ethereum versus Cardano. It's the same thing. We're doing the same thing. And both of these have a really good use case, I think. They're just going about it in different ways. To kind of sum this video up, I want to talk about one more post that was made in synchronous with that other one in the Cardano subreddit, and it's talking about the Plutus use cases and asset freezing and stablecoins. So it basically says right here, crypto-backed stablecoins, creating a new stablecoin implementation based on-chain collateral using Atla identity system can include transfer restrictions, asset freezing. So people just want to talk about it. And basically what all these comments are saying is that this is a theoretical Plutus script. The native tokens aren't still censorship resistant by those who mint them. And that, Charles has repeatedly said that the goal is to work with regulators, work with regulation, push the blockchain forward and kind of meet both needs. Okay. So you can see all that down here. I'm going to put this post in the description. I'm going to put the r/cryptocurrency post in the description, but I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about this. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about this. Well, I mean, if Cardano does go the censorship route of having, Plutus scripted tokens where they can toss in some censored and regulation things in the script, will you use something like that? Will you stay using something like a JET or an IUSD, which is more of like a native token, which doesn't have these functionalities in it? What do you think about the Ethereum versus Cardano debate? I think it's just more of the same. Like, two communities just duking it out where really we're trying to solve the same thing and do the same thing. So we're more brothers than enemies, right? So it's just, I don't know, just a lot of back and forth, and there's so much technology going on every day. It's like, I just want to share this information because it's just, how are you going to know all this tech all the time? Okay. So if you have a question, if you have a comment, please drop it below. Other than that, hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.